8 miles from here.
And she's trained with us all many times. Incredibly well-rounded.
Let's go, Mary!
I would say Melanie's almost looking like a striker.
Yeah, she's definitely being very defensive, not letting anybody any grips on her. She pulls first. Mary comes right up into her.
Looks like she's got a foot lock almost right into the...
I'm not sure.
She's going to single leg X guard maybe.
Mary's looking for that little sort of foot lock position. She needs to be careful with what she does to Melanie's knee there. But I think Melanie's trying to keep her weight on it.
It's like she almost had a coup guard there for a second.
You know, Mary's guard is a very good open guard. She's active, good sweep. She's very good with her feet and her hooks and her open guard. You know, I imagined we were going to see Mary get a sweep, if not pull guard. Great throw by pass. Looking for the collar. You know, Mary's relaxed.
For Mary is a meat blanket. When she gets on top, it is really hard to get her off. I mean, I just have to just muscle her off. But she can stay glued to you so well. She actually breaks a lot of the spirits of the men on Team Rock because a lot of us, even the upper ranks, can barely beat her just using muscles. So.
No, she's extremely talented. She's probably, you know, along with Kim, who we saw earlier, one of the very best women competitors in North Carolina.
Absolutely.
And she's been around for a while. I know I've been training with her off and on for many years, ever since I moved down here. Well, maybe shortly after she started in 2006 or 7, but I've had plenty of opportunities to train with her, and even though I'm significantly bigger than her and significantly stronger than her, she has one tough guard to pass. She knows exactly how to play what her body type allows her to do, and she's technically, you know, brilliant when she's on the mat.
The thing that's impressed me most about her, not to take anything away from Melanie, because I've just trained with Mary quite a bit, is her game changes every single time I roll with her. She's doing something new, and it's really frustrating now. Melanie's doing a great job of defending. She's not panicking. I think she recognizes that the collar isn't too deep yet, so she's doing a good job of staying on her side.
And Melanie is
not letting her get the grip she wants.
She's a protege, obviously, of her husband Nakapon, and Nakapon is a black belt at the Beta Academy.
Very well respected black belt.
Yes, a very well-respected black belt, especially in the competition circuit and in the scene. And I think, you know, what I was going for there was the different relationships that I've seen when you have a female competitor, a woman competitor whose husband is also a competitor and a coach. You know, the women are amazing. You know, they're very good, and so she's going to know what to do. Mary making a transition.
Excellent job coming out.
Good defense by Melanie to drive over that leg. Mary making an excellent adjustment.
Nice.
And she's keeping her on her side.
She wiped her back out so she wouldn't take any chance for her coming back. She looks like she wants that arm again.
Setting up this choke. She was setting up a choke there. Yeah. Mary giving herself the opportunity to take mount.
I think Mary's calm enough, comfortable enough, knowing she can come back on top. Heavy hips, it looks like. Melanie doing a really good job of keeping her legs really narrow.
She's trying to stay on her side. Mary's transitioned to the gift wrap. She had control of that wrist. She has control of that wrist.
Melanie's doing a fantastic job of never being flat-backed.
No. She also understands that this is a submission-only match. She doesn't have to rush. She doesn't have to scramble out of this. She's got 11 and a half minutes to go.
I know Mary hasn't competed in a while, so she might be a little bit pushing the pace just out of nervousness.
And she's looked really good in the first 3.5 minutes. She's looked great.
But it is 15 minutes.
It is. So she's got plenty of times to make whatever she wants to have happen. Mary doing a good job of keeping her flat, but Melanie pushing onto her side.
I think Mary's really hunting because she doesn't just round her hips down to just hold the position. She looks like she's going after that choke.
Mary looking for a deep collar bite, switching back. Mary using her own collar to feed underneath Melanie's face. Difficult to really use a choke there, however. Sometimes you can use it to turn their face back the other way. Kind of a brute move, but at the end of the day, this is a tough sport.
There's a choke there I catch, but not when their arms are up.
It's hard to clear their arms.
They're trying to clear your hips, then it's open. But Melanie's doing a fantastic job of keeping her neck protected.
Mary really just not getting distracted, getting off course. She's staying with what she wants to do, which is feed that collar.
Get your head below. It's your time to move. It's your time to move. It's your time to move.
If I was, I think Mary should start to work under those arms. Try to work under an arm, walk it up.
You want to try to work on the elbows, yeah.
Yeah.
It starts with the elbows.
There she is. Looks like she is starting to do it, but I don't think she's going to lift it with her hand.
No, you know, I try to go with the whole arm.
Yep,
walk
to
your
walk it
fingers up.
Exactly. Because right now, maybe even slide a leg up, start to shelve the elbow with your leg, then get your arm underneath, walk it up.
Sure. You know, you can always try to push down that near side arm, see if you can't feed that under the head. At least that starts to open up the arms. It opens up the middle.
Doing a reset.
I'm going to get a reset on the mat out in the middle.
Not giving some great advice. Just sure her focus needs to be a constant movement of not worrying about trying to attack right now, just protection.
Yeah, Mary should really make an adjustment to a technical mount at this point. You know, really, she's on her side. She's clearly on her side, so why not make that adjustment? Hold the top arm and switch to a technical mount.
Yep.
Hold the top arm, switch to the technical mount.
That way you can get behind that elbow,
Yeah,
especially.
and then you start. There's an angle on the neck. She's
foot.
got the neck now. She does have the neck, so that's why she's hopping off. It's a tough angle on her wrist. There's a lot of torque on her wrist right there, but she does have that collar.
Strong wrist.
She does have the collar. She could reach back for the pants with her right hand and maybe set up a little bow and arrow choke if she sat in. But Mary does have a left hand collar grip on the neck. It's hard to see from this angle whether or not she still has it and it's viable. But I did see her set it up on the way through. Now she might be setting up a cross choke. There it is. I think she might have had that choke and then used her forearm on the other hand just to brace against the neck. I think she was under her neck and had fed the collar grip to her, then used her right hand to frame the neck and just basically pull hard on the throat and got the choke.
Really good show of respect from both competitors here.
Great match.
A lot of smiles either way.